OpenAI, the developer of ChatGPT, has announced plans to roll out conversation options for adult users. The upcoming version will pave the way for limited discussions on 18 plus topics, available only to age-verified users.
챗GPT 개발사 오픈AI가 성인 이용자를 위한 대화 범위를 확대하겠다고 밝혔습니다. 새 버전 출시와 함께 연령 인증을 거친 이용자에 한해 일부 성적인 주제도 허용될 예정입니다.
네.
Okay, so starting in December, we can have R-rated conversations with ChatGPT.
You can if you want to, if that's your jam. 18 plus here, of course, doesn't mean 18 or more topics. It means for people who are 18 and over, right? So it's going to be a new version of ChatGPT where, of course, you need to verify your age. I'm not sure exactly how they're going to make sure that you're actually that age because age verification on the internet these days, at least outside of Korea, isn't that complex. You just press a button that says I'm over 18. But if you do verify your age, you'll be allowed to have sexual conversations. And of course, they'll have to strengthen that age restriction feature to improve the user experience and make sure they don't get too many complaints from people, right? The CEO, Sam Altman, said basically it's just to make ChatGPT more fun.
Oh, sure. It sounds like it's going to be more fun if you allow this feature coming
Absolutely.
December. It's a Christmas present for those who are looking to use it in a more innovative way.
There you go.
네, 그래서 챗GPT 새 버전이 출시가 되는데요. 신버전 출시 계획과 함께 연령 인증 시스템을 조금 더 강화를 해서 이제 성인 인증 사용자 대상으로 성적 대화를 허용하는 이런 피처를 넣겠다고 했습니다.
Right.
But as you mentioned, age verification, if you are in Korea, it is like they are legit. They are serious about
Right.
it. You have to put in your
Right.
social security number in many cases or go through your telecommunication provider.
Right.
But in other countries,
Yeah.
you just choose any old number that sounds like, oh yeah, it sounds millennial enough.
Right, exactly.
So
Because a
real-
lot of things are illegal in Korea that are not illegal in a lot of other countries. So there are those concerns. Expanding freedom of content expression will, of course, help increase subscriptions. There'll be a lot of people interested in trying this out. But there are, of course, social issues and legal regulations, depending on the country, that will come into play.
Yeah, undoubtedly.
Yeah.
이거를 이제 새로운 피처를 도입하면서 구독자, subscriber number가 증가될 것으로 이제 우리가 쉽게 predict 할 수 있죠.
Absolutely right.
Right, but we also mentioned before, I think in part one, that one of the reasons this was not available before, 여태까지 이게 안 됐던 이유가 정신건강 문제, 윤리적
네.
문제 우려가 있었기 때문에
Of course.
지금까지는 안 됐는데 we will have to see how it unfolds.
It is a crazy part of AI is that it's being tested live as it develops on the population. You know? So we don't really know what's going to happen. We don't know which direction the future is going to take from here. But it's definitely going to have a major impact. We can certainly say that.
Absolutely. Now, we talked about 18 plus or adult content, R-rated.
Yep.
They all mean 19금 in Korea.
Yep, of course. Not for children, right? There's various ratings. It's basically like a movie rating system that you can put onto other aspects of life as well, right? There's, for example, like PG-13.
Right. The PG here stands for parental guidance.
Right. So it means that if your parents think you'll be okay with it, maybe you could watch it a little bit under 13, but basically that you need a parental overview of what's going on.
그래서 우리 영화나 옛날에 이제 DVD 뭐 비디오 테이프 빌려보던 시절에 그 커버에 이렇게 보여졌었거든요.
네.
스티커가 있었어요.
그렇죠.
그래서 18 플러스나 R-rated 여기서 R는 restricted
Yeah.
제한 관람가라는 뜻입니다.
Right. Restricted for people under 18.
That's right.
Yep.
그리고 PG-13 이런 거면은 13세 미만은 parents guidance 부모 지도 하에 관람이 가능하다 이런 뜻입니다.
네.
And roll out 출시하다.
Right? To launch or introduce a new product or service. So they'll be rolling out some sexy chat bots onto your computer if you want them.
In December.
Right.
All right, here's the article once more. OpenAI, the developer of ChatGPT, has announced plans to roll out conversation options for adult users. The upcoming version will pave the way for limited discussions on 18 plus topics available only to age verified users. All right, we are up to the final news article for today.
Several earthquakes measuring magnitude 5 or higher have hit multiple times along the Pacific Ring of Fire lately, not only in regions such as Japan, the Philippines, and Taiwan, but moderate earthquakes have also been felt in Korea.
환태평양 조산대 불의 고리에서 규모 5 이상의 지진이 여러 차례 발생하고 있습니다. 일본, 필리핀, 대만 등 아시아 주요 지역뿐 아니라 한국에서도 중규모 지진이 관측됐습니다.
네.
Okay, so let's talk about Korea. South Korea, it doesn't seem like a safe zone anymore. How should we interpret the increase in earthquakes?
The Pacific Ring of Fire is what we're talking about here. Basically, a ring around the Pacific Ocean where over 90% of the world's earthquakes occur, and volcanoes also are associated with that as well. But Korea is not directly located on the Ring of Fire, so large earthquakes are rare. But as the plates move, it obviously doesn't stay in the same place. So the situation changes over time, over vast expanses of time. So movements can have an impact. So Korea does need to maybe start thinking about some sort of long-term preparedness. We actually see this a lot in Vancouver, where I'm from, which is also on the Ring of Fire and is awaiting a very large earthquake soon. So seismic resistant building design, sometimes you actually put this on an existing building, and disaster response systems as well.
Okay, so you mentioned Pacific Ring of Fire. 이거를 태평양 불의 고리라고 하는데
네.
you mentioned that they are, series of tectonic plates around the Pacific Ocean.
Right.
태평양을 둘러싼 화산 활동과 지진이 잦은 지역입니다. The Pacific Ring of Fire.
Right.
As you mentioned, more than 90% of major earthquakes occur in
Right.
this region.
So a very beautiful part of the world, but it can be a
Yeah.
little bit dangerous.
That's right. Moderate earthquakes can be felt in Korea. Moderate meaning that it is between magnitude 4 and 6.
Right. Have you felt any earthquakes lately? I didn't feel anything. I thought that was the subway going by.
I haven't. But people did feel it in other parts of Korea other than Seoul. All right, here's the article once more. Several earthquakes measuring magnitude 5 or higher have hit multiple times along the Pacific Ring of Fire. Not only in regions such as Japan, the Philippines, and Taiwan, but moderate earthquakes have also been felt in Korea.